Hi, welcome. It's a pleasure to see you. Yes, we're going to be doing your makeup for you today. Good. Do you have any inspiration pics for me to look at, just so I know kind of what you're looking for? Yeah? Okay, so if you get those up on your phone, I'm just going to sort a couple of bits out if you don't mind. So are we doing light coverage, something a little more heavy? Okay. How is your skin? Yeah. So it's like a combo. Yep. Okay. Let's have a look. Do you mind? Okay. So with this one, where I've zoomed in here, obviously it's not really too much eye makeup bar the eyeliner. Now there is a eyeshadow used here, but it is kind of that muted brown, just based on the colour of your eyes. I may suggest more of a plummy colour than that orangey brown almost. That'll be okay? Good. Okay. Everything else is fairly simple. Alright, there you go. Thank you. Have you got any like moisturisers or serums on your skin? Just a moisturiser. Okay. So I think what we'll start by using is a little bit of a vitamin C cream, just here. Don't need too much of that. Then I'll just very gently. It's not so much as like a rubbing motion, it's almost a mix between patting it and kind of gently rubbing it into the skin. How have you been otherwise? It's been a while since I've seen you. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Not much has changed at the moment. There's a couple of things that I am considering doing. What am I going to use next? SPF. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to clip that back so we don't get your fringe in any of the makeup. What was I saying? Oh yes, so I think I'm going to do a stunt course. another one of those quarter life crisis things. Can you just pop your chin up for me? Thank you. I don't know, it's something that's always interested me, and I'm not someone that seeks out danger or chaos or anything that way. It's like an organised chaos, isn't it? So yeah, that would be in December though, and I can't believe how expensive it is. Well, once you've done a course, you have to pick out some areas that you kind of you have an expertise in. You have to register in the UK anyway with the British Stunt Organisation or something. It's called something along those lines. And I don't know how successful I'd be at it, but it's something. And I think if you find something that kind of excites you and calls out to you, you should give it a go. Yeah. Right, let me move this one over. I'm just going to open this. So we're going to do something a little lighter, dewy. I'm not sure we're going to need a foundation. I'll probably stick to just bronze, concealer and a blush. I mean, I think I have a fairly athletic build anyway. I'm not particularly petite. No, I'm only 5'5". Yeah. I think I'll use this one. Yeah. And I always wanted to be an actor. It's just a different kind of acting, where I might throw myself off a building. To be honest, I'm just going to use a beauty blender to pat that into your skin. It's not something that particularly surprises my family, because I do stuff like that. I was an incredibly animated child. Yeah. I used to. This is going to sound silly, but I'm not really afraid to embarrass myself. In my bedroom, when I was a teenager, I used to jump around the room like pretending I was having fist fights, like I would coordinate a whole routine, and I actually did this up until I was like 16. Yeah, I'd be like jumping over my bed, pretending I was in an action scene. That might be a little too dark. You do have a tan, but not an intense tan. Would be better. Can you smile? Thank you. So we'll have to see how that goes. Yeah. I use this as well. The thing is as well, I get told I look like so many different celebrities, Yeah, I feel my face is like an amalgamation of them all. Can you put your chin up again for me? Thank you. So, I could be a stunt double. Do you know anyone that does that? Just trying to get some information about the industry, really. I know it's quite particular in the way that they like you to have lots of set experience, which I don't really have, like a high production set experience, but I have smaller set experience. Now with blush, do you prefer something that's more of like a rouge or something that's a bit more like a pinky colour? Well, I have this one, and if that's not quite what you like, that is quite bubblegum pink, yeah. This one, I mean, I'll put it on the back of my hand. It's not quite as severe as it might look. You're okay with that one? Alright. I like to just pat blush in with my fingers. Yeah. Okay. I think we'll do. Do you want highlighter? I can do highlighter, but I think I might use a powdered one instead. I will pop a little bit of a pressed powder, like a translucent powder, just because we don't want you to be too shiny, but we do want you to glow. Chin. Thank you. Oh, other than that, I've decided that I do want to skydive. I don't want to be like an instructor, I just want to skydive. I'm also going to use a powdered blush as well, just to go over the top. And I've also got booked a police interceptor experience. I actually got that for my birthday from my dad. Yeah, it's kind of a theme. People know that I like to do adventurous stuff. Okay, and highlighter. This is like a loose highlight, so you have to be really careful of how much you use. I'll just put that on like that. And then I use like a fanned brush just to blend that out. Okay, so we'll do eyeshadow. It's not going to be particularly like complex because it really will only be one colour. It's the eyeliner we'll have to do a little more precisely. Yeah. Let me have a look. That's not the right one. Here we go. So I'm going to use this one. Close your eyes. it keeps being shown on my TikTok. I think it's called eye maxing. Oh wow, the whole looks maxing thing is ridiculous, but it's basically just using colours that really make your eye colour stand out. Your eyes are similar to mine, and you have nice big eyelids as well, so it's not particularly easy to see when I'm inside light, but I do actually have two different coloured eyes. They're both green, but one is a lighter green and one is a darker green. It's very subtle. Just before I put eyeliner on you, I'm just going to put a layer of setting spray on. Once I've done that, I'll do your eyebrows, then we'll do the eyeliner. Yeah, close your eyes. Shh, 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 shh. You're okay with me using brow glue? Okay. Right, we'll leave that to dry. You have to forgive me, I do like to kind of press it down with my fingers, because sometimes you get those really stubborn hairs that don't stick down. They kind of just, no matter how much you put on it, it kind of pings right back up. No, I haven't changed my hair colour. It looks different. No. I mean, this is kind of the closest I will ever get to my natural hair colour. So when I was born it was black, and then by the time I was 1 it was like a golden blonde, and I always had golden blonde hair, and then when you get a bit older it kind of darkens and became like a mousy blonde brown. Blonde, whatever the term is for it now. But then I obviously started bleaching my hair, and then I let the bleach grow out. Okay, what am I doing now? Let me just make sure the setting spray is dry. How are you with spiders? I know it seems out of the blue to ask, but there is an absolutely humongous spider up there. I'm not good with spiders. No. Okay. Can I see that picture again? I'm so sorry. So the eyeliner here is black. Now I would suggest a brown eyeliner. I think it would complement you much better than the black. It's quite severe. Yeah. Okay. Well, why don't we try the brown? If you don't like it, I can take it off and put black on, but I think brown would look much nicer. You have to trust me. Okay. Now, I know I said the eyeliner would need to be a little bit more uniform, but if we're IMAXing, what I'm going to suggest first is I use a pencil brown eyeliner, and I just apply that kind of slightly in a messy fashion to your eyelid, obviously still keeping it close to the lash line, and then using a brush just to kind of blend it out a little, and then we can apply the precision eyeliner with a liquid. Okay, you know, actually I'm not going to use a brown pencil, I'm going to use a burgundy. Yeah, it's in here. Okay, close your eyes. I am going to need to pull on your eye slightly. Well, you can be kind of quick with it because it's going to be blended out anyway. Keep your eyes closed. Okay, look, here's a mirror. Just have a look. It makes your eyes pop, doesn't it? You have to trust me, I swear. And with the brown eyeliner. Okay. Brown. How big of a tail are you wanting? In my opinion, I don't think we need anything dramatic. Just a small. Yeah, and I will kind of angle it more upwards just to give you that sultry. I am. Excuse me for placing a hand on your head. It's kind of just for stability. You have to go quite slow with this. Okay, do not touch your face, please, because it will smudge. Need to make sure they're even. Okay, let's just let that dry. Alright, I think I'll fill in your eyebrows just whilst we do that. Use this one. School, I did drama, geography and history at school. Well, in the UK we leave school at 16, well 15 technically, but and then you go on to what's called college. And you go there till you're 18, and then it's university. I did go to college, but only for a few months. And I did drama, dance, and English literature. I just really didn't quite do well in an academic environment. I mean, at school it wasn't exactly as though I was bullied, I just didn't quite fit in anywhere. I was, I guess, a bit different. So that's why I didn't enjoy school too much. Do you mind? You have a couple of stray hairs. Do you mind if I pluck them? And then at college, it wasn't that I was still someone who didn't fit in. I did not get along with my teachers. Well, one of them especially. I don't even know what it was. You know when you can just really tell that someone dislikes you? It was like that from the beginning. And then I ended up just never turning up and went into work instead. I don't regret not staying in education. Sometimes I wish I did study, and if I'd studied anything it would have been acting. But that doesn't mean I can't still educate myself now. I read a lot of books about acting methods. Have you ever heard of Stanislavski? Yeah. Russian. Okay. That's those. Now with... You want mascara? I didn't know if you wanted false lashes or mascara, but mascara's fine. Are you okay with me curling your lashes? Alright, keep your eye open. What did you study? Was that? Okay. I'm always interested to know if, when people have studied something, if it's something they actually have a career in. Okay. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Black mascara or brown mascara? What do I think? I'm going to say a black mascara actually. Okay. Sorry, carry on. Right. When I say blink, can you blink, please? Blink. 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 So you enjoy what you do? mean, everything has good days and bad days. I'm just going to use the eyelash colour on here again. But overall, no, don't blink yet. Blink, 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 blink. Just going to swap hands here. Blink, 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 blink. Can you look up? I'm just going to pop some on your lower lashes. Okay, I think we are done, but what I will do is just pop a little bit more setting spray on. Close your eyes. Shh, 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 shh. Chin up. Shh, shh. Actually, we'll leave that to dry for a minute. I will run a brush through your hair as well. Do you mind if I take some photos of you? Thank you. Okay. Oh, it's up to you. You can look at the wall behind, you can look at the camera. Do you have a side of your face you prefer? Okay, so if I stand here, if you actually can, just keep your head like facing the wall, but your eyes look at, yes, gorgeous. Look at that, thank you. Do one bit of a higher angle. Do you mind if I put them on my Instagram? Okay. Alrighty, so you are all done. I hope you're very happy with what we made from the photos you showed me. You're very welcome.